Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode on the Scum PvE server. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin this video, as always, if you'd like to play on the server, it's public, it's open, you can come and join it, you can come and play on it, you won't get kicked out of it. We have integrated a few new things into it. We've got an account registration, and we've got vehicle registration, and we've also got car insurance as well. These systems allow me to, one, moderate how many vehicles people have got, because we do have a bunch of rules on the Discord, and if you're not in the Discord and you don't know the rules, then how do you know the rules? Anyway, essentially, the registration system, when we integrated it yesterday, it was kicking people out. I've turned this feature off, so it's not going to force you to register, although I would recommend it. I would recommend linking your account to it, because the registration system also ties into the weekly events that we've got rolling on the server. So every week we have a refresh of events that come up. So at the moment, we've literally just reached 2,000 kills, 2,000 puppet kills on the server, and the reward was a UMP with this Aimpoint Pro and a suppressor, along with some magazines and some ammo. So there is benefits to actually taking part in the weekly tasks. We've also got culling 1,000 animals, doesn't matter which type, and we've got killing 500 NPCs in the game. We've also got 200 event kills as well, so there's quite a lot of weekly tasks to get done throughout the week, lots of stuff for people to actually get up to. But the registration ties into that reward system, so if you're not part of the registration, if you've not registered your account, you don't get access to that. You don't need to register. I'll say that first and foremost, you do not need to register. Because I've turned off the kick feature, you do not need to register, but it's probably better that you do. It's probably better that you do, because you're losing out on various different things. Our taxi system's still integrated. All this cool stuff still integrated. We've got new events coming up. My boy Tommy has returned, which means we have our event. We'll call him the event master of the server. He is a very good event creator, so he's back. Tommy's already on the ball with this. I'm teaching him how to use GGCon and stuff like this. I'm also teaching Archangel how to use GGCon as well. A lot of people will probably recognise that name. Archangel is responsible for the bee pollen thing. It's his fault. But lots of developments. We have, of course, had a little bit of a teething issue with the vehicle register system, but I want to say this right here, right now. Nothing will happen to your vehicle if you don't register it, if you don't insure it. The only downside is you won't get a free one in return. That is literally the only downside to not registering your vehicle, is you won't get a free one if it ever blows up. That's it. Nothing else, nothing bad will happen to it. Of course, we still have the vehicle despawn thing, so if you're not actively using your vehicles, after 5 to 7 days, they will go pop. Now, saying that, if they did go pop, the insurance actually works with that. So say, for example, you're not on the game for about a week and your vehicle goes pop, it disappears from the game world, and you're like, what? Why did it disappear? Literally for my own moderation and the health of the server, essentially. That is what I'm claiming. That's what they do. This is what it's designed to do, at least. You can then type into chat /claim or !claim if you've obviously insured your vehicle, and you can claim it back as a free vehicle. You might not have all the upgrades for it, you might not have all the items inside of it, but you will still have your vehicle. You'll have your vehicle back. I think having the vehicle back is a lot better than having the items back, because you can go and get the items, but to get vehicles in this game at the moment is quite difficult. It is relatively difficult. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to join it, it is there, it's public, and it's all optional at this point. Until we can get things fixed, everything is optional, and then we'll think about what we're doing after things get fixed by the developer of the integration that we have. Anyway, what I actually wanted to talk to you guys about is, where do you think mods will take this game? Now, I had a little chat with my live stream audience across DayZ. We were playing DayZ, and we also played Scum. Now, I had quite a few people saying I prefer DayZ over Scum, or I preferred Scum over DayZ, and that's totally fine to say. It's totally acceptable to say because they're two different games, and I don't want people to confuse these games. They are both in the same genre, but they are not the same. We have puppets. DayZ has zombies. DayZ has a massive modding community. Our modding community is very small at the moment, and I know for a fact that there are DayZ modders out there who are desperate to get their hands on Scum, because a little argument we had, well, not an argument, a little discussion that we had on the stream was, of course, that DayZ does not look like a very modern game. It's a very modern under the hood game. Like, under the hood is a very modern game. There's lots of things about the game that are very, very complicated, very modern, very in-depth, and very well thought out. And of course, the mod developers, they've thought all this out. They've looked at things and they've went, that doesn't make sense. I could probably make that right. So they've done it. But saying that, Scum on the surface is a very, very modern game. Scum under the hood is also a very modern game. This game's an Unreal Engine. I can't remember what engine DayZ is in, but I think it makes it easy for people to make mods in it. Because we're going to have to use an Unreal SDK to make mods in this game. Now, I should also come out and say that that is a lie. That is also a lie. You can use the inbuilt features of the game to try and make your own mods, because shout out to Captain Shrapnel and Psychedelic, who are currently testing the waters with mods at the moment. Those boys are making some basic mods. Just get, surface. See, when I say basic mods, I mean surface level mods. I mean stuff that's going to add, like, for example, this woodcutter shirt. They want more storage in this, so they make it a 2x2 instead of a 1x2. They've got their tactical kilt, which gives them a 1x2 slot to put a little see and do in there, but it's just a knife. Hello. Hiya. Oh, I've changed that to F1. I've changed that to F1. Do you know what I just did? I did this. I forgot I changed that. I'm so sorry. I meant to wave. I meant to go. I meant to do that one. I meant to do that one, and I did. Instead, I did. Well. Anyway. The question I wanted to ask a lot of people is, where do you think mods will take this game? Do you think it will take it above the level of what DayZ can do? Do you think it'll stay on the same level as DayZ? The reason why I ask this is because a lot of people have... Oh, hello. Armory kit. Nice. The reason why I ask this is because when I was playing DayZ, a lot of folk were on the... We're asking us, like, you play a lot of Scum? Do you prefer it? Do you wish it had mods? You know? Like, I want there to be mods in this game because I can already think of various things that could vastly improve this game's playtime, longevity, the discussion that we had in the previous video, of course. A lot of people put in some really, really nice recommendations and comments and stuff like that in regards to, like, what they could do. Instead of a raid coming to us in our base, one commenter said that, why don't we have it so there's actually, like, faction bases, like renegade bases around the server? And again, this is also a really good thing. This is a really cool thing that they should do. I've recently installed DayZ Gone. When you play DayZ Gone, you've got basically underground tunnels. Now, I know we have the wild hunters, and the speculation is they might come in, they might not come in, because Splash Damage have obviously integrated this new thing of we're going to do themed updates, and we're still into the wild, which is probably the question that I'm going to have for the next video, is what the hell's coming next, because we've definitely not got any... We've not got any hints, they've not released any info on what's coming next. My suspicion is that they're actually going to add something in regards to fishing. And again, referencing back to the video before this, I think they should add in fish traps. Improvised ones, or, you know, the kind of mesh ones. Lobster pots, crab pots, that kind of thing. They should definitely add them in. Add in the ability to go into like kind of deeper waters instead of like kind of shallow waters in the lakes and rivers and stuff like that. Definitely go to the seaside and add in like maybe the ability to put in lobster pots, crab pots, anything that would, you know, drag up some deep sea, you know, sea life. You know, do you know what I mean? Just adding more functionality. I would love it to, and I think I said this to someone lately and they were like, you're crazy. It's like, no, this is not crazy, this is just cool. I think this would be really cool. Do you know when you go into the deeper waters of this game, a very Brucey figurine will show up and start biting you and taking you, plunge you into the depths and basically kill you? I want it so there is an event to hunt the shark. And the event is essentially going in with harpoon guns on rafts, improvised rafts. I don't want modern boats. The most modern boat in this game would be the dinghy, or the what's known as I think it's called the Barbara. I think it's called the Barbara. I think that's what it's called. I call it a skiff because it's just a wooden, you know, just a long wooden boat with an outboard on it. But I would like to see powered improvised boats, powered improvised rafts, you know what I mean? Instead of like sailboats, I want us to go around and like find engine parts and like propellers, like the propeller shaft, the belt in which it turns, the fuel. Because it's a different fuel, you need to go and siphon fuel from like a different place. Like maybe there's a location on the coastline. There's a location on the coastline right here, or like right here, and they actually bestow fuel upon you. So going there and finding like particular different types of fuel, like maybe you've got petrol and diesel. They could add petrol and diesel into this game. Would it confuse people? Yes, it would confuse the Americans. And I'm sure it would probably confuse the Canadians as well. I'm sure of it. Seeing as how everything's... I think everything's petrol here. I think only the big hauler trucks, especially in the States as well, they're also diesel. I don't know if your trucks... Like, see when I say trucks, I mean pickup trucks. And see when I say big lorries, I mean the big haulers, the big 18-wheelers. I know they're diesel engines. Back in the UK... we have a variety of diesel and petrol engines. You can have the same car in a petrol engine and one in a diesel engine. And it will, the price of the fuel will obviously be different, and the price of the car will be different, because diesel vehicles generally last a longer period of time than petrols. I think with modern cars, I think petrol cars last the same amount of time, or last the same kind of lifespan as like a well cared for diesel engine. I don't know if that's the case now. I think it is the case, because obviously the developments in, you know, car manufacturers and like engine builds and stuff like that, and the way that the pistons work. Obviously diesel and petrol is ignited in a different format. I think diesel is compressed and then it explodes under the sheer pressure, and then obviously petrol is pistons with a spark plug. I can hear feeties. Hold on, let me just do this. Oh, Siphon Filter. Did anyone ever play that game growing up on the PS1? Siphon Filter. Every time I use an NVG in any game, it feels like I'm playing Siphon Filter. Obviously, Siphon Filter had a very cool set of like NVGs. He had like he had the binocular vision with like the little green dot on his forehead, like a third eye. Do you know what I mean? But in terms of things that they could, I know, I'm going on about things that they could add to this game, and like I know they've probably got their own little kind of like like little list of things that they want to add to the game or what they want to change about the game. But I think they should, and I'm breaking my promise here. I think they should definitely focus on getting an SDK made for the game for all these modders, because there are a lot of desperate people out there, a lot of desperate modders out there that want to mod this game. I myself want to learn how to mod games, but I've not got the facility to teach myself that. I could probably do it from my, from my chair right now, but like, then I'll get distracted. I can then play games. I can then surf the web. I can go on and look at people commenting on my videos and stuff. Basically, I need like an office environment or like a teaching environment to teach myself this stuff. Otherwise, I'm not focused on it. Do you know what I mean? Which is probably where everybody goes like, oh, I can't understand why you would work from home. It's like, it's not an office environment. That's why people make office environments inside their own homes in order to do these things. I know some people do and don't, but for me, I would need to. For me, I would definitely need to. When I was working from home back in Scotland, the job that I had back there, I had to like move everything. I had to kind of like, basically I had to put Steam away from any visible site on my desktop. I had to make it, like, I had to delete the icons, I had to hide the icons for it, and the quick access for it. Discord had to get hidden. Like, anything work related had to be front and foremost. But going back to what I was saying, I would love to mod this game. I would love to work with some people on this. I'd like to work with Captain Shrapnel and Psychedelic as well, because I'd like to do some stuff with them as well, because I think that would be really cool, because both those lads are Scottish. And as usual, Scotland leads the way in developments. Of course, I am joking. There are going to be very talented modders out there from across the world, from different parts of the world, and I can't wait to see what kind of mods that they see, or what kind of mods that they make. It's going to be very cool to see what they bring to the game, because I want... This is no longer a discussion. This is a plea. This is a begging plea from a content creator on YouTube. Bring back the SUV police version. Bring it back. Please, if you're a modder out there, find the files, find the 3D kit, find the 3D models, find the sound pack, find all of this stuff, put it back in the game, please, and make it so that you can fortify it, like pop in the center of the roof of it, put an M249 on there, or an RPK. Speaking of which, I want them to add an RPD. I really want an RPD in this game. There's various guns that I want in this game. There's so many systems that I want them to add to this game, like modders to pull into this game. Like, I want a... Like, you know the event? Let's see if I go to events. Where is it? 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 My eyes. There, it's there. Ground, quote-unquote, primal. I want a primal mod scenario for this game. No guns, only improvised. Bows, crossbows, only crafted gear. No tactical gear, none of this. Basically all gear that you need to craft. And then surviving that way. Making animals a little bit stronger, making animals a little bit more resistant is what... I thought there was somebody out the front there. I thought I could see a wee face right there. Is it anyone taking anything from the free to take box? Oh. Oh, well, that's empty. That is a hunt. Right, okay, well, I'm gonna... I'm just gonna take this now. This is mine now. Mine, all mine. I mean, it's empty. There's nothing in it. I can carry it. I may as well take it. I didn't put this here, by the way. This is a free box. This right here is a free box. Whoever put this here, thank you very much. I now have a free box. I now have another free box. And I do like free boxes. More free boxes for me, please. I'm wondering if I could... Here's a question for you. Can we... No, we can't. Okay. Alright. Oh, I've got a wee space over there. I can put it. Hold on a second. Let's just move you over here. And aim up the way. Free to take. Ah! There we go. In fact, that's the levels. That's the levels of wooden chests, actually. So it's technically supposed to go like this. Hold on. Basic wooden one. Improvised wooden one. Metal one. I'm going to rename this. I'm going to set name to... What will I give this? What will I give this as a name? Shit chest. I am going to use this as an overflow, but it's just going to be like paper and things like that. Speaking of which, I collected a whole bunch of food here, so I'm just gonna throw it all in here because previous video you guys also saw that someone generously dropped off all the cooking books for this place, so I can't really help myself. I can't stop myself from saying no from stuff like that because it's stuff that I actually need. It's stuff that I actually use all the time. Right, let's put that into bolts and nails. Bolts and nails. We need scrap and lead. Scrap and lead. I'm going to put this into... Oh, where should I put you, actually? I'm going to put this into overflow for right now because I don't know where to put this stuff. But, ladies and gentlemen, I genuinely cannot wait for mods to be kind of deployed onto here. There's also so many things about the base building that they could improve. There's so many elements that they could add in. There's obviously weapon variety that they could add in. There's weapon variety that modders could add in. Enemy types. I think the biggest one, I think this is one for a lot of people, is a new map. I think a new map would benefit a lot of people. I think making an archipelago out of this would be really cool. I think adding a very heavy water map would be very cool for this. I'd like a very heavy water map. See, when I say archipelago, I mean like islands as small as like Z4 Island, like dotted all across the island. Like maybe a bigger one with like a city on it. Maybe a smaller one with maybe like an airfield on it, like unofficial airfields, or, well, official airfields, but not tarmac ones. Dirt-based ones, like the ones down here, and the one right here in A4. I think that could be quite cool. See these big airfields? No big airfields, no massive airfields. The only POIs are going to be like massive kind of shipping areas, like A2 POI down here. That's like a big shipping area that's got a whole bunch of sentries kicking about on it. There's so many things. There's so many map ideas that they could add into this game. One map idea that they could add into the game is like a full-on woodland map. Has anyone ever played Age of Empires 2? Do you know the map Black Forest? I want a map like that. Like very sparse amounts of water, heavy, like kind of pine forests, very dense pine forests, and like very small, narrow avenues, like as narrow as like these like rivers, like right here, of just like kind of little green paths, like just grass paths. A map like that could be really cool. A map like that could be really cool. Because thinking about the endless possibilities of camouflaging your base and like going out to POIs that are completely like just... It could all... Instead of calling it Black Forest, it could be called like an apocalypse map. Like, nature has reclaimed all the buildings, nature has reclaimed all the cityscapes, and like all the tarmac's broken up, all the roads are completely desolate. Like parts of the road are just completely green. Some of them are completely cracked. They're beyond repair. They need to be lifted and like kind of like laid again. Building bases is you need to build a base in an area where like the trees aren't so dense. And if you do, I hope they bring in the function for the the flags to basically make sure and say that anything that you cut inside your flag vicinity does stay despawned. So say for example, this is also something that they have already talked about, and it's something that they do need to add to the game. Is if your flag area encompasses trees and you cut down the trees, the trees never respawn again until obviously the flag disappears. This is something that they need to... I don't know if this is something that's already in the game or if it's a function that's already in the works, because I do remember them talking about it. Also, look at that. That's absolutely magnificent, that. I don't know if it's actually in the game. I know they were talking about it. I know at some stage the devs were talking about it. They were also posting about it as well. So I don't know if it's actually going to be done. Now, I don't want to. No, I won't talk about what Matto talked about, because I get to still speak to Matovsky, who was one of the developers of the game. He's no longer a developer of the game. He's kind of in charge of like the content side of the game, taking in ideas from the community and stuff like that. I've been talking to him recently. Spoke to him in the live stream as well. You can probably go back and. Oh, excuse me. It's early in the morning when I'm making these videos, so I apologise for the yawning. I need to get my tea in me. I've not had my tea yet. But I was talking to him in the live stream. You can go back and watch that live stream, and you can basically say what he's saying. You can see what he's saying to me and my reaction to it. So it's not a good reaction, I'll tell you that. It's not a very good one. It's not a good one. It's not a positive one. It's a very negative one, and I don't want anybody to be dismayed by it, but it leads me to think that Splash Damage are going to go their own way. They're going to guide the game in their own fancy direction. And I did ask him, does he have any connections back to the devs? But at the moment, like I said, and like I say to everybody who comments on the video, like, you have power over these devs. You can lean on them. You've got their ear. I don't. No longer. I don't have their ear anymore. I can't really usher them to kind of be like, the community kind of wants this. Could you maybe think about it in the next like kind of updates or two, like maybe in a community patch or something like that, like maybe add in this function? I don't know if you can do it. I don't know if you have the time to do it, but could you do it for them, because they are asking for it? And I did do this a few times. There's a few things in the game that I've had a little bit of a, I wouldn't say a great influence on, but I have said to them, is like, hey, listen, I want this and the community wants this. This is something we are asking for. This is a collective like request. Can you add this? So now that I don't have that luxury, as I'll call it, it is definitely a luxury to have that sort of communication and kind of contractual like communication with a game studio. I no longer have that. I don't know who to speak to in Splash Damage, because I don't think they will speak to any content creators other than those that are significantly bigger than me and significantly bigger than Rakit and Torak and other guys as well, other streamers and stuff. I don't think they'll wobble their heads at us unless we have, like, you know, the big guys on Twitch, the big guys on YouTube that have got over like the 6-figure mark on subscriber base. I don't think they'll speak to us. I think the days of the kind of routine creators like me, Rakit, Torak, Naughty Kitty, my partner, Tyrone Shoelaces, all these guys, all these different streamers, all these different content creators, I think the days are gone where they will contact us or communicate with us and ask like, what do the community want? What do the community like? What do they not like? What can we do to improve the game? I think those days are gone. I think because Splash Damage have taken some form of reign on the game, I believe that everything is going to be done in-house, and there's going to be very few notes of communication to routine creators like myself, Rakit, and all those other guys that I mentioned as well. Trajan as well, who's a very good streamer on Twitch. I don't think we're going to get the level of contact we once did, because notable devs that were responsible for kind of keeping the community involved in things are no longer there. Have been fired, have been let go, or they have walked away. A lot of them, a lot of the key guys, all the key developers and content managers and stuff like that are all gone. At least in my side of the things. I don't know about Rakit, I don't know about Torak, I don't know about anybody else. I don't know about any of these larger streamers, larger content creators than myself and other people around me. I don't know if they're in contact. I don't know if it's done through a third party. But this is probably my way of saying I no longer have that luxury. I don't have that luxury anymore. It is entirely gone. Not that I say that I speak for everybody, because I know some people don't really like me, and that's fine. I don't really care. Power to you if you still watch my videos. Haha, you hate watching me. Good stuff for you, dude. You're actually giving me the views. Yeah. I think content creators like myself are kind of sidelined now. It's fair enough. It's fair enough when a new studio comes into things, but I think I'm not saying we're also the voice of the community. I'm not claiming this. I'm just saying that when my community come forward and say, "Hey, listen, we could do this. They could do this. They could do this," and I'm like, okay, yeah, they could do that. Like looking at all the feasibility and stuff like that, whether it would be worth it for both the PvE and PvP community aligned. I don't have that luxury anymore. It's sad to say, it's sad to realise, and I realised this a long time ago as well, but I guess I'm just like you guys now. I just make videos now. I just make videos like kind of talking about the game. But do I wish they would contact us? Yes. Do I wish they would listen to the community a little bit more? Yes. Do I wish they would listen to both sides, the PvE and the PvP? Yep, because we kind of need both, because the variety in servers is so large. We've got loads of PvE servers, we've got loads of PvP servers, we've got Battlefield servers, we've got the Battleground servers, which is basically the Battle Royale. That's still there. That's still in the game. That's still there. There needs to be a way of there needs to be a balance. There needs to be a balance of PvP and PvE updates. And I don't want the PvPers to come and say that they don't want PvE updates, because without PvE, you don't have your PvP. I might just say it right now. The crafting is PvE. The gathering, PvE. Everything that you do in this game, up until the point you shoot your gun, is PvE. Okay? Don't get that confused. Don't confuse that. You're a PvE player until you want to PvE or PvP. Okay? Until you pick up a knife and start jabbing people, you're PvEing. What you've done is a PvE action. I'ma just say it right now. You can't have PvP without PvE. Okay? Right. I'm going to close out today's video because we went on a complete mental ramble. This is going to be one of my shorter videos. Next video is going to be a little bit longer. We're going to talk about other things. We're going to go do stuff. I'm going to take the plane. Somewhere. I don't know where to take it. I might go to a trader and grab... Oh, do you know what we need to do? We need to go hand this in. Right. Next video, I'm going to go hand this in, and I think what I'll do is I might see if the trader's got any radioactive or radiation suits, or any kind of suits to protect me from radiation. We'll go over here, we'll have a wee nosy, we'll have a wee wander, see what's going on in C0, because we've not been over there in quite a while, and I want people to go over there and experience it. On my server, you can buy the radiation suits for $1, sell it for $1, you can get as many as you want, I don't care. Use them. Utilize them. You will need them going into the radioactive zone. Anyway, folks, thank you very much for listening to me today. I know it was a bit of a ramble. I know it was a bit of a here and there and all over there, and it's just all over the place. But I do hope you enjoyed it, and if you have anything to say about the episode, if you get anything to say about the PvE server, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed today's video, leave a thumbs up. If you want to stay in contact, if you want to stay up to date with these videos, if you want to stay up to date with Scum content as well on the channel, consider subscribing, ring the little bell. Don't forget to hit all on the notifications so you're reminded when we upload a video. If you'd like to support me a little bit further, ladies and gentlemen, consider clicking that join button. You'll get these videos early access. You'll get member style videos, which are different from these early access videos. These are dedicated videos purely for members. You'll also get benefits in the live stream, and you also get discounts on the merch store. So if any of that sounds cool to you, I would be more than grateful for you to hit that join button. If you do, thank you very much. Any new and existing members, thank you for your support, thank you for your generosity, and thank you very much for everyone for your time, because that is the most precious part of this video, your time. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for listening to my ramble. As always, ladies and gentlemen, I've been Mr. Feudal. I'll see you all another time.